Y'all ready to rock?
Right.
We live.
Oh, yeah.
It's the DanYo&Tita podcast.
Let's go.
Episode 37.
37. We getting old.
You know what I mean? We back.
In the house, man.
You know
Special episode.
Yeah, yo, this is a fire episode right here.
Man.
I'm excited. I'm thinking about the chicken right now.
Tita, Aisha.
I'm the lean.
Man, so you're...
It's not me.
Man.
Somebody turn your phones.
You live? You tune in live.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Man, we got special guests in the building. We got a special guest co-host. Boss man, who introduce yourself? Tell them who our special guest co-host is right here. Let them know who you are, boss man.
DAYIN, musician.
Yeah.
I love the city. A person who want to, support the city.
For sure.
Doing, man, just me, just a normal person, man. Simple guy, man.
Yeah.
Complex but simple.
Most definitely.
Thank you for having me today too.
All right, man. I told you we're gonna get you on here, and we also have another special guest in the building.
Yo.
Owner of your favorite chicken spot right here,
Man.
the legendary Harold's Chicken.
Yo, what's happening? How y'all feeling, man?
Yeah. How you been on the game again, boss man?
It's just ride, man.
Right. So y'all have it. We got it in the building.
Yeah, I do the short part. I'm
Yeah.
my whole man.
Right.
Most definitely. Good morning, Grand Rising to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You live, boss. We can hear you.
Yeah, what I'm doing
Turn your
wrong?
volume
Yeah.
down.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? You told me to share it.
Yeah, right.
No,
most definitely, most
good.
definitely.
We appreciate that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Cool, got it. I got
Most
it.
definitely.
All right, bet.
So we got the owner of Harold's Chicken, the legendary. Talk about Harold's Chicken, boss man. Let us know the background of it.
Yeah, well, Harold Pierce, he started, originally it was H&H.
Okay.
Mhm.
It was a restaurant where he sold chicken and steaks and, just really it was like a soul food restaurant.
Okay.
And then he switched over into just selling chicken
Mm-hmm.
and changed the name because it was him and his wife originally,
Oh, okay.
like the 1950s.
It will.
Yeah. So
You know.
good then Harold, yup. And they just switched over to just strictly chicken.
Okay.
I really don't know the reason why,
Mm-hmm.
but he had a recipe that we still use the same recipe.
Same
today.
recipe.
Wow.
But he
The recipe's fire.
yeah, and it was like a word of mouth thing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? No. And during that time, it wasn't social media or nothing, but he used
Right.
no newspapers,
Wow.
Yeah.
no radio play,
Right.
or any type of advertisement over the radio.
Mm-hmm.
It was strictly word of mouth,
Man.
Right.
and it just spread from there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So how did you get connected to the franchise business right here?
Well, my partner Mike Radden,
Mm-hmm.
he's been living out here for about 6 years,
Okay.
and initially when he first moved out, he wanted to do a food truck,
Oh, okay.
with just like Chicago food.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just had an idea. I just retired from cutting hair. I was a barber for like 20
Yeah.
years.
I seen
Wow.
that. Yeah.
So I had retired from that, closed my shop, and I wanted to do something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really know nothing about, I'm learning on the fly about
Right. Yeah.
being a restaurant owner.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
But a friend of mine back in Chicago, he had a restaurant. He had a Harold's out on the west side.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So I kind of was, picking his brain a little bit about it. And
Right.
me and my partner, we sat down and I told him, like, we can make this happen.
Wow.
Because I know it's a big Chicago community.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
it is.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
I didn't know how big it was.
I,
It
didn't,
was
I, didn't
heavy.
either. I didn't either till I went to the, I think that was Club International.
Right. Right.
And the DJ was like, well, my 773 people at? Like the whole club start screaming. Then he said 708, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
It's a Chicago party or something, you know? So that really put me on as far as like the community.
Right.
And I knew that, cause I've been back and forth out here for about 7-8 years.
Oh,
We
okay.
got friends out here that I went to high school with.
Okay.
all that.
Right.
So I'm like, you know, if we can make this happen, you know, it'll be a nice staple for the Chicago culture, and at the same time put the people of Phoenix on to some good shit.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
don't put on. Tita got put on.
If I could invest, man, I would invest money to this like that.
And that's good too, because you know, like,
Shout out to Mike Terrell. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
hit me on the inbox on Instagram.
Yeah.
I was like, man, we need y'all up at the radio station.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
So we've been getting a lot of love.
I mean-
as far as exposure.
Right. I mean,
Man.
good food, good people is only right. You know, we
Hey,
support
man.
the business.
Right.
You know what
You
I'm
gotta
saying?
support, man. That's what we do.
Yeah, y'all out. They always be, hey, listen.
Yeah,
Since day one.
Yeah, man. we gotta throw extra chicken in there for them.
Right, man.
You know what I'm
Because I
saying?
know.
Every time I look up, I see DanYo.
Right.
He be in the cut like, what up? Yeah, I'm back in here again.
I mean,
I already know
I
he
got,
represent.
Yeah, definitely. It's fire. I ain't gonna lie. It's fire.
Oh, it's good,
Yeah.
man.
Like,
Definitely
like, I'm
good.
not gonna lie.
We've had
I'm
it.
a big chicken fan.
Tell 'em
But your
people.
guys' shrimp. I almost hit Daniel because he got into my shrimp.
Look at that.
And
Man.
you know what? You know what's crazy is that a lot of people say that the shrimp is too spicy.
Wow.
I don't eat spicy. Like I
It's
don't
kicking.
do spicy
Okay.
whatsoever. Like
Right.
I know I'm Mexican and everything,
Right.
but they took my Mexican because I had to no spicy. Like
man.
nacho cheese is spicy for me.
Wow.
But I eat those shrimp like if it was butter.
Right. Okay.
Like literally.
Right.
I had to it was like the shrimp's not gonna be good for you because it's spicy.
I mean, and it is
No.
the spices in there, the seasoning is crazy because my cooks, they have to put something
The
over
mask
Yeah.
over there.
to sift the
Right.
the seasoning.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll literally make you sneeze. That's how strong
Right.
the seasoning
Yeah.
is. But
We've been doing this podcast for what 9 months now.
Most definitely.
That was the most Tita ever talked on the podcast.
Really was.
Give it up for Tita right there.
I watch it, you know, I watch
Yeah.
it, and it's usually, she is pretty
She
quiet.
be
Pretty
in the
quiet.
background.
Mm-hmm.
But when the camera when the cameras
guessing, all right, you know.
when the cameras are not off though, she be talking.
I do. As soon as the camera's on, it's like.
Yeah. So I know you know, I always knew about Harold's Chicken growing up. But I always been kind of like a fascination to me. I want to try this.
Yeah,
you
even
know?
in Seattle, you know?
I knew about it. Yeah, I knew
Wow.
about it. Just never went to it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Never been to Chicago. Well, I've been to Chicago before, but I never stopped
Right.
at Harold's. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So when it came out here, I was like, oh, this is my opportunity.
One in line, too,
Yeah.
man.
They got a pretty big following at this
Man.
point. You know?
Yeah.
And it's so many people come in. Maybe yesterday or the day, but yesterday it was like so excited.
Right.
I found every time I have it's crazy. A lot of people kept saying food is good. And I'm not trying to wait in them lines.
Right.
Right.
So, you know, a lot of people still,
Right.
but it's so many still. Even we almost been open 6. We so people saying that the first time coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of it is go there because you know line is like
Right.
they
Right.
don't know that that's under control. So
Right.
Hey,
yeah.
get out there and get it, man.
Yeah.
Because this show is great chicken, man.
Yeah.
And you guys are expanding too, right?
We actually
Already.
you know, and the thing about
I heard a little rumor.
initially we were supposed to be opening in Tempe.
Okay.
That was the initial plan.
Okay.
We was open in Tempe, and
Right.
we wanted to do like a Harold's with a bar in it.
Right.
Because
That's dope.
Harold's daughter Kristen, she's like the CEO of the corporation,
Okay.
and she want to open in California.
Mm.
solid. Boulevard. Atlanta has a bar in it. They're about to do another one in Vegas.
Okay.
So that's what she was initially trying to do, was open all of the new ones with bars in them.
Right.
But we couldn't find a spot.
In Tempe.
And we actually was looking for us for like 3 years. So the spot that we have now, that's the only spot that we actually got feedback from Lord on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But we had planned to do a sit down restaurant. Like
Okay.
You know, Harold and waffles or something like that. But we definitely, the whole thing is we facing a lot of you know, people giving us ideas on where to open the second location.
Right.
I'm hearing all different, you know, come west, it's about Lavine, Peoria, all these cities.
Right.
So we definitely plan to do it. We just don't know where.
Exactly where right now.
Every time, like, maybe, you know, it's no.
Right.
But we definitely trying to. We want to have as many of them out here as possible.
If you want to expand in the near Thunderbird,
that's where you at.
Right.
Okay.
Definitely, I'm on.
Let me know. I will be there.
Yeah, we can make that happen, man.
Yeah, we definitely plan on doing that. We got we working on some food trucks.
Oh,
you know, we gonna try to get a couple of food trucks out here.
Yeah,
right,
man.
Move around once we get, you know, because she pretty much letting us get our feet wet, because we the flagship store for Phoenix.
Right, right.
You know, or for Arizona, period.
Right, definitely.
So it's a historic thing for us. But after that, then, you know, we can expand and do the food trucks and more restaurants and all of that. So
I know when me and Tita did actually the food review, we got a lot of comments.
A
lot of comments.
It was one of y'all better reviews, man.
Yeah.
They got a lot of
They definitely got but we got a lot of comments where you eating it wrong. You supposed to do it like this, which I did. You know what I'm saying? I did it, but they early in the video they didn't see me eating it right. They're not playing, so
yeah, you know, the thing is, the signature is mild sauce.
right.
So,
It's great.
Originally, Harold's was just ketchup and barbecue sauce and hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
There was no.
Right.
Wow.
Into the other sauce was barbecue, like hickory type barbecue.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But then, but Harold's is originator, because you got a lot of other restaurants and people trying to, you know, push mild sauce, but Harold's is the originator of that.
Of the mild sauce.
So, yes, it's the mild sauce and the lemon pepper. Is a tradition.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
we all
to
know
really
how you
get
feel about lemon pepper.
to really get the feel of what Harold's chicken is, you got to get both of those.
Okay.
And so if you, like, a lot of people, you know, they want their sauce on the side.
Right.
You know, and they, like, if I'm at the register, I'm telling them, like, you can't.
That's not how you do it.
You in the wrong spot.
Well, I ate it wrong then.
I
did. I messed that all up, man.
All the way.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
It's
like
gotta
that.
be. It's gotta be doused. It's gotta be doused with
Yeah,
something. Okay. All right. Well, we fucked up, babe.
You know what though? The chicken's so good, man. I don't even.
Right. It was so good. I didn't really want to put the sauce.
But it's still bomb beef with the sauce. It's like you can go any way with it.
Because we drive far away, so it's not like, you know, we're gonna eat it right there and then. And we're like 5-minute drive till we get home and stuff, or wherever we're gonna go.
Right.
So that's kind of why we at first did it separately. Right. It could last a little, you know.
Excuses.
Right, but it's so crispy, man. You just
like I say.
Okay.
And and that's the whole thing. You should be able to eat the chicken without any sauce.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of own blend. But advises to do it because this is my dad's recipe.
Okay.
Recipe. And that, to me, because I've had Harold's without the recipe, personal or the individual independent blend or whatever.
Right.
There's nothing like the recipe.
Okay.
Nothing. But
okay.
You know, when you franchise, the best see the best way to
give every restaurant.
Right. Certain restaurants. It's a Harold's in Chicago that sell ribs.
Okay, right.
You know what I'm saying? It sells pizza.
Right.
So you can kind of put your own spin on it.
On what you need by your demographics in the area.
Exactly.
Right.
But we wanted to stay 100% with everything original.
Definitely.
So
I had it's basically a two-part. How does it feel to be the staple of something that has been around for so long, and they embraced you and then gave you, basically, you're the ambassador to Arizona.
Man,
and then how did it feel to doors open and get so much love? Give me.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. This is a little sweet. It was kind of like we hit a little bump in the road in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We were so excited about because there's a process when you go through getting approved by the corporation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had got the spot. It was an old pizza joint. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to really do a turnkey, so we didn't really have to do anything except, a little cosmetic work.
Okay.
Put a little wall up here, paint, disinfected, all that type of stuff. So we were so geek, we went and got a sign, a Harold sign, coming soon, put it in the window.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I know where you're going.
And we got in trouble. We got in trouble with Kristen.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't follow the protocol. Because we hadn't been approved yet. You know what I'm saying? So she was mad at us for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't talking to us. You know what I'm saying? But we got everything straightened out.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we sat down with her and apologized, and just like we had no idea that we went it the wrong way. We was under the impression that we was ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a historical thing.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to bring the tradition to Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
and to Arizona in
Definitely.
general, right?
Yep.
And the fact of the matter is, she's like very heavily not only with the food part is good. She's coaching us on right, exactly. So, it was because we got kind of discouraged because we were like looking for spots. We'd get a phone number, call the number, and say it's for lease or for rent or whatever. Nobody called us back. So it took a while. It took about 3 years, 3 years for us to actually get that spot.
Wow.
Man.
So as the momentum started to gain and everybody started to get word, we started our Facebook pages and the Instagram, and, we were seeing the feedback. It was exciting for us.
Yeah.
But we never had any idea it was going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we had this financial dude, and he was hating a little bit.
Right,
He's
right.
like, man, it's in the cut. You can't really see it.
Right.
It's not a good location. Y'all know you're going to have to do this. We got a $5,000 package if you come with us. Motive for you. We'll start this page. And I'm like, nah, man, we're not going to do that. I told my partner, I said, we're going to get a Facebook page.
Yeah.
We got 2 Instagram pages, and we're going to push it like that. You know what I'm saying? So the day we open, I'm driving down Baseline, and I'm about to hit 16th for that U-turn, and we seen all the people standing out there. We all got nervous.
Were you scared, huh?
I mean, because
what you wish for.
exactly. We prayed about it. You know what I'm saying? We real positive.
I want to know how did that really feel. That
It was a blessing, man.
To be successful at that. To just really feel that, because that's everybody want to be successful, and that's that feeling of just when you cross that threshold.
Right.
So it's like that's why I was asking you, like, how, because I seen. I don't even eat meat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I seen it. I'm like, I see the. Hey, I'm seeing it online. I seen people promote it the whole night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I did eat chicken, I'd have been one of the first in line.
It's
only been a year and a half.
Chicken in the Asian community, man. It's like if you don't eat chicken, it's kind of like you a weirdo.
Yeah,
Right.
Everybody eat chicken. Not
That's
saying
real.
like
brother.
because
I
mean,
exactly what you're saying.
Let's get this clear. I was a vegan for like 15 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I kind of went from vegetarian to vegan back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm like, when I knew we was doing like, my head come in, holler, not eating chicken. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Wings and tacos.
And but it was a blessing, man. Like it was literally like in tears,
man, because
we worked so hard to do it.
Right.
And when we saw the support, and they almost, and they say it's gonna be because you got other chicken spots out here.
Right.
But when it happened, we actually had like 15 people working that day.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's just strictly for the grand opening.
And it wasn't enough still.
It still wasn't enough.
Right.
Still wasn't enough.
Yeah, the Midwest
still wasn't
enough.
Man,
I ain't gonna. I'm gonna stand on that.
Yeah, for real. It still wasn't enough.
Man.
Yeah, and it's just like it's steady. The flow is good. We steady growing and getting better. We got new ideas we about to implement. Merch and new things to add to the menu. So
you got the chicken burrito coming. I know out here.
we got the pizza puffs.
Okay.
Pizza puff is our tradition. Yeah. Pizza puff, but I'm working with DanYo&Tita.
Okay.
That's the company that makes them.
Okay.
And we working on the all cheese. We got the spinach pizza puff coming. We got the as we call in the hood, we say ghee roll.
Yeah.
But we got that coming. They got a pizza puff for that too.
Oh,
so
man.
Real boy with the lamb and the beef.
It's an actual pizza.
What about the DanYo&Tita podcast special 4-piece on the side?
Yeah, we gonna have to sponsor some type of meal for the podcast.
Man, that would be dope.
I throw that out.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get them in there. We got a lot coming. We got the chicken sandwich coming. We got a Harris chicken sandwich coming. That's we didn't want to do it because we already got like clearance to do it because the whole nation is pushing the chicken sandwich. Right. Incorporate that into from everything.
That'll have the lines back again.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you. Prior to opening, regulations and a lot of within the community, they're like, "Is that the real Harold's chicken going on?" I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did.
How did you feel when you was getting ready to open and all that was going on? What was your thought process at that moment?
Really, it was kind of flattering. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we know how much work we put in to get it done, and anytime you're doing something positive, of course, that's the balance of life. You're gonna have some negative energy coming from somewhere, and at the end of the day, the way we feel about type of negative feedback, then we're not doing something right.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not gonna support you.
Yeah.
Everybody's not gonna like. Even truth be told, everybody's not gonna like the food. We had a few people, very few, that say they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But on the other side of that, we got so many people actually comparing it. Like they eat the Harold's from out here,
right?
And then they go back to Chicago, and they come back to us like, look. Y'all better than we went to the Harold's over here. We went to this Harold's because
When mama didn't get you.
Yeah, so we know we doing something. It's more motivation than anything when they say stuff like that. Corporation can us.
Yeah.
Right.
And if they promoting us, then we don't have to really prove that to anybody if we legit.
Let them hate. Let the money pile up.
And that's the first thing they ask when they come through the door. The first thing they ask is, "Y'all from Chicago? Where you from? Where y'all from?"
Right.
You came to the city at the right time and did what you did, man. You're gonna be blessed, man.
Yeah, that's
definitely.
a blessing,
more
man.
than what you know, man.
It's for the culture, man.
Tucson and more faster than you know it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
that.
And over here, how many times we've been up there. You got our support 100%.
And not just it's not just like I don't see it as a food place like a regular restaurant. Like when we were there in line, we had the best talks with your staff and stuff.
Social gathering.
We were home, we were laughing, we were giggling.
chicken does, man.
That's what we. You know, like for example, when we had those long lines outside, you know, we made sure we passed out water.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, the candy the candy that we eat in Chicago, the fruities and the chews.
Okay.
We passed out. We cut up chicken strips, passed them out.
Yeah.
Actually, now that you know the weather's gonna be changing soon, we also gonna be doing Italian ices.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Big,
you know,
big
we
guys
always
out
wanted,
playing.
you know, because we wanted to be like a community, but of course, but we wanted to be more family oriented.
Right. Definitely.
And we try to make customers feel like family.
Yeah, y'all do.
That's the way we run everything.
Yeah,
great job
Treat
doing
everybody.
that. Yeah.
Each individual is important to us, so we don't want to feel like, or we don't want anyone to feel like they've been mistreated, or you know, I'm very, very strict about, you know, my workers, with their attitudes and the customer service. And
I
all
got
that.
great customer
It's
service.
real important. So
Definitely
because
important.
I mean, if you got it, like I done fired a few cashiers,
Right.
just off the complaints.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, if you can't treat the customers right, then you got to go.
Hey, that's
You
not
know.
that's the A1.
Exactly.
Who's the big dude by the door? What's his name?
That's Champ.
Champ.
That's my security.
That's just
man.
again.
He's
Yeah.
amazing.
He's a cool cat, man.
yeah.
You like that dude. Yeah.
Security outside a chicken place?
Yeah.
The lines are so long.
line,
Gotta
right.
make
You know,
sure.
yeah, we got that under control now. But Champ is like, he a friend of the family.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
you know, he was just like real supportive of us when we first opened. So we wanted to. His wife was actually one of my kitchen managers.
Okay.
So we wanted to give him something to do. You know, he was hanging around, but I was like, man, you know, you can watch this door.
You don't need to do nothing.
Because if it's any type of knot or anything like that, somebody plan to be on, if they see you at the door, you know. Plus he conceal carry too. So it's open carry out here, but you know.
I had one time I had brought my mom. So it's fire. You gotta try it.
Right.
My mom started flirting with him, man. I was like, you gotta calm down. You know what I'm saying?
But he has that type of personality.
Right.
He got that type of personality. Him and his wife, they got a real weird
I was
relationship,
like,
man. You know, I don't know how their relationship going, but he got a real like.
But it works for them, right?
Yeah, something, you know.
Well, definitely. Family friendly. Have a good time.
Appreciate
Great food.
Great food.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into some segments with you. You know, with segments we want you to chime in as well.
Okay.
Let's do a top five with you. Just give me the top five. Your top five personal menu items at Harold's Chicken.
Top 5 personal menu items. Of course.
Definitely.
You know,
That's what I get. That's what I get. Right.
Can't forget the mouse sauce and all that.
Definitely.
The perch. I'm not a catfish fan. You know, a lot of people like the catfish, but I say the wings, the perch. So that would be number 2. Number 3 would be the okra.
Wow.
I hear about the okra.
Fried okra.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That takes me back.
Yeah. I just lit my lip. I don't know why.
Drooling
Yeah,
over it.
the okra.
I don't know. I just like, you know.
Yes. Let's see what else. The jalapeno poppers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I guess that's 5 because I really don't eat too much else. I say the fries.
The fries. Well,
That'll be number 5 because you know I don't eat like the bread and all that. That's too much.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of on the border. I can't eat too. Like the wings is enough for me. I can really eat. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of people like the chicken breast, but yeah, that'll be my top 5.
So
If I
good,
relapse,
man.
I'm going right to the wings.
Right.
The wings, man. I like the
I'm coming to
wings,
your
man.
spot.
Yeah.
Fried hard.
Yeah.
Back
Fried hard. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, me being selfish, man. We need on our side, man.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, man.
I promise you business.
Everybody pulling.
Everybody
west,
would
though.
right.
They want to
Oh,
pull
west.
us, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Willing to cook.
The city.
Yeah, over it.
Cooking.
I'm just more north. I don't care. You know what I mean?
We selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard something about you know, I know most people are probably gonna talk the west side, that Westgate area.
Yeah.
As well.
They will.
But you know,
Yeah.
north side.
Demographically, you know what I'm saying? Levine, West Side. I understand.
Yeah, but if you know,
But
that's my
selfishly.
opinion.
Selfishly. Pop wherever.
I can't even get a That's the weird thing. Like Miss White's, when I first, it was pretty much black, and you started going in there, and it was like all different.
Right.
More white people.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
just being
man.
real. So
Right.
it's like good food is good food, man.
Right.
Like,
It cross
it's
cultures. It doesn't matter.
It's eventually
Definitely.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. All right, we got a game for you, boss man. You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. What you got for him?
You know, we got a game this week. It's called Name That Restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And here are your game rules. You have 30 seconds to answer each question.
Okay.
You have 3 helplines are you can call or text someone.
Mm-hmm.
You can Google one. Or you can skip one. If you get out of 5 correct, we will donate $8 to your charity of choice.
Okay.
All right?
Got it.
Ready?
I hope so.
Right.
Restaurants, I hope these are like, common, popular restaurants you're finna throw at me. So,
Question 1. What fast food restaurant is credited with introducing the first modern day drive-through window?
that's a good one.
Does it get options? Are you gonna give them the options? Or are you gonna make it real hard?
Options would be Wendy's, Burger King, Whataburger, or Quiznos.
It gotta be Wendy's.
Wendy's is correct.
Gotta be Wendy's.
God.
I grew up on Wendy's though.
Right.
I'm all like,
I grew up on Wendy's.
I thought it was McDonald's though, man. I thought it was
That's what I was
McDonald's
saying. I was about to say McDonald's though.
because I watched the movie and the movie showed them creating the drive-through by mistake and shit.
Well,
Really?
I heard. I don't know.
You said
And she said Wendy's.
She said Whataburger, not.
I would think.
No, I don't so.
I'm like, they was on the thing. When I got
Hey, he slipped.
Don't go back at me. You.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That chicken starting to, it's starting to pull up some memories. Yeah.
I'm coming. If I go, if I backslide, I'm gonna be at the door itching. For Harold, like his name made Harold.
oh God.
Question 2. Which of the following fast food restaurants was founded first? In-N-Out, Burger King, McDonald's, or Whataburger?
I gotta go with McDonald's.
Is that your final answer?
Mm-mm.
That's not cool. Like,
Right. Is that your final answer?
Like I'm on, how to be a
You got
be a
one more
millionaire.
shot. You got 20,
Yeah.
17
Yeah,
seconds
that's my
left.
final answer.
You are incorrect.
All right. What was it? Burger King?
The answer is In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. Yeah, I was surprised on that too. Nah, it's just period.
Period.
It's just period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll see. I'm thinking about in Chicago.
Yeah, In-N-Out, and they don't think they passed the West Coast, but they was first,
They still
man.
open right now?
Yeah, they still open. Yeah.
All right.
Too.
It's an In-N-Out out here?
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
Over there in Metro area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't know who that is. Not me.
Yeah, Metro. It's the
And they
only
got
one
the
I've seen.
sauteed onions.
Question 3. Where was Pizza Hut first founded?
Oh. That's a hard one.
All right, what's my options? Because I have no idea. So,
You could skip, Google, or text someone.
Text somebody.
Yes.
Or you skip it and say, give me another question.
yeah, skip that because I have to Google it on my phone.
Right.
Next question. What fast food restaurant was originally founded in the small town of Los on Mexico's Pacific coast?
Oh my goodness.
No, there
No
was no
options.
options for this.
That's the time to Google it. See, you gonna make me
That's a
lose.
hard one.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
And how
Mm-hmm.
am I gonna Google
12.
it with 20 seconds? All right, I don't know.
It's a chicken place.
You still not helping me because I got 5 seconds. I got 5 seconds, see, so I'm not gonna be able to answer that question. I want to know though. You could tell me at least.
El Pollo
El
Loco.
Pollo Loco.
Really?
Wow.
Crazy
And you
shit.
know what?
What?
And you
I
know,
didn't know
and you
that.
know what? I was about to try to be funny.
Say El Pollo.
I was about to say that, but I'm like, nah, that's really being racist. It's stereotypical for me to say
But
that.
that's it,
but that
bro.
was it.
Yep.
See, I always watch your mind,
Yeah.
right?
No, definitely.
That is interesting. I didn't know that.
I'm like really losing right now.
How many you got?
winning.
I got one.
Oh,
I got one.
You're
yeah,
so
well, yeah,
good.
you all right. We had worse than that.
At least I got one. So.
Yeah. The worst category Wall of Fame.
What
Look, I
fast
just got
food restaurant?
I just got a text. It said Pizza Hut found. Pizza Hut found it June 15th, 1958, Wichita, Kansas. Okay, Mo, thanks a lot, but it's too late. I already got the question wrong.
Next question is, what fast food restaurant was literally founded in a broom closet? Your choices are Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Burger King, or Dairy Queen.
Yeah, that's a hard one still.
But
In the broom closet.
I wouldn't think Dairy Queen in the broom closet.
Right, you can't make ice cream in a broom closet.
That's
That's what I was. That's what I was thinking
Papa
about.
John's?
Papa John's is correct.
See?
Man, see, I didn't think you could make pizza in the broom
Because
closet.
no, but you know what though? Like,
Where is the
I remember the
sanitation
history.
department?
Like he was talking about the history of he used to do something else
Oh, okay,
besides make pizza.
okay.
So I'm thinking maybe he was like a janitor.
A janitor or
or
something. Yeah, they said that he knocked down the walls in his
Father's
place.
tavern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
okay,
tavern.
Right,
okay,
right.
it was a
yeah,
tavern.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he-
That's it.
That's it.
And now he has like how many?
Nearly 3,000 United States locations
Locations, right.
and 20 international markets.
Man,
Yeah, Shaq trying to help him out.
yeah, he trying to help
Yeah,
him out.
they steady sending me the text. I got that one right. So
That's
that
getting involved
yeah,
now.
yeah. What, I'm
Right.
2 for 2?
You 2 for 2.
All right, cool. 500%. That's cool.
Final question. Let's get it right for us to donate to $50.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Pressure's on.
it's a hit.
The question is, which fast food restaurant is famous for its curly fries and Jamocha shakes? Quiznos or Nando's?
All right. So, how I get to the Google thing? All right, I got it.
20 seconds.
Jamocha shakes.
Curly fries too. You said Nando's.
I ain't even heard of that. You heard of that?
12 seconds.
You heard of Nando's?
And it's not
Me either.
googling fast enough. All right. I'm gonna say Arby's.
Arby's is correct.
Boom.
Really?
Hey, you know why?
1 second left.
I work good under pressure too, by the way. But you know why? Because I remember the curly fries.
Yeah.
Arby's. I never
Yep.
ate the sandwich.
Jamocha shakes. I ain't never heard of
But I
that.
used to be
Yeah, they got the little. I know what you're talking
those most times be a bike messenger downtown,
Mm.
and the Arby's on my route, and I used to eat the curly fries.
Oh yeah, they curly fries.
Yeah, the
bomb.
curly fries. Them.
Good. Only fries they offer. They don't offer any other fries. Yeah, that's all they have.
about.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so the question is,
Where
what
we
charity are we
donating?
donating to?
I don't know. I don't know of any charities out here.
Okay.
So,
Well, you can get back to us on it and
But
let us know.
I do know there's a almost 4.
Okay.
And maybe
Ripple effect.
I think about 20 young men out
You signed into your
to the restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and we fed them and had a talk with them.
Oh, that's dope.
Motivational speeches and stuff like that. So I would imagine them.
Okay.
I
Well, if you
can't-
have a way to send us the information, like, if we can.
I can definitely get it from my partner.
Okay. Let us know.
Yeah, they got a pretty good program.
For sure.
18 to like 18, 19.
Yeah, that's a good age
Yeah, so
where that mind definitely needs direction.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna get into some word on the street news.
What's the word?
Word. We got Charlamagne. He's part of the Breakfast Club. There's a rumor that Charlotte, his contract's up this year.
Yeah.
So
Is he moving?
he might be moving on from the Breakfast Club.
That'd be the end of the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I think that would be the end. But I don't think he should leave. I mean, with the Breakfast Club, came a lot of opportunity for him.
Well, I mean,
but he's doing a lot right now.
yeah,
He's
right,
doing a lot,
right. He's
yeah.
doing a lot of
He got-
things.
he got books, different shows.
Yeah.
I still think he should stick with. What's your opinion on it, Bossman?
Charlamagne is a jerk. First off. And because of that, I kind of got like mixed feelings about him.
Right.
And some of the things, I was to be real, man. Some of the stuff he say is kind of suspect to me, man.
Facts.
I'm not trying to accuse him of being, or having a certain sexual preference, but he a little bit over the top.
Right.
Exactly. And I think that he does that on purpose,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not really feeling that. However, I don't really watch the Breakfast Club I'm kind of checking for what this dude gonna say. Like, what is he gonna say next?
Right.
So I think that if he left, the Breakfast Club would be boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
Definitely.
I'm saying? Because it always pushes the buttons of the
Mhm.
guests. You see whenever it's some type of back and forth or some type of dispute, it's between Charlamagne and whoever.
Right.
For example, what happened with Birdman.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's always him. What happened with Fredro Starr.
Right.
It's always Charlamagne. So he is like the energy for the show.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side of it, it's kind of like they like a tandem. So if he leaves them, he got his own podcast or something. I couldn't see him at another radio station.
Something.
Right.
He could.
Well,
Could he be more interesting by
well,
his?
he had a show.
Now they're cool.
Now, yeah. But let's get some other stuff. Khalees, y'all remember who Khalees is, right?
Yeah.
I hate you so much right now. She has a Netflix cannabis cooking show dropping on 420.
Oh, okay.
She's teaming up with Netflix to bring a 420 friendly viewer 6 episode cannabis themed cooking show. It's called Khalees Cooked with Cannabis. It's going to be co-hosted with a chef. The duo will judge 3 professional chefs on their 3-course cannabis infused $10,000 grand prize.
Wow.
So,
That's dope.
cannabis users.
Mhm.
That might be interesting because different meals.
Definitely.
Whatever.
I don't like to cook with my weed, man.
You don't have to cook with your weed.
Fuck no, man.
You don't like the cookies and nothing. No.
You think I'm finna waste my whole zip and I done fucked up and fried my shit and overcooked my shit or some shit?
I'm gonna just sprinkle it on there.
Nah,
Season
dog.
it?
Nah, you
Yeah,
gotta
it could be
get
like-
the
it could be
extracts
like
from that
oregano
shit.
or
Oh,
something.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to get the okay.
You have to
yeah.
get the extracts from it. So
Yeah.
it's not like you just go in and just sprinkle weed on your shit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
It's
That's
not.
not
It's
how it
not
works.
oregano.
Nah.
That's what I was thinking. Like you could just grind it, put it in a little
Nah.
grinder, and just sprinkle it on there.
You got to get the oils from it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta do all that.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah, but Khalees, she like got a farm or something.
Yeah, she got
Yeah,
the whole thing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what.
So she in the horticulture, so she probably
Has the garden.
She using that Nas money.
oh okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he paying
Dang.
like $50,000 a month or something.
Mad
like that.
amount. A mad amount
Child
of money.
support.
Just living the dream.
Hey, but listen, Nas got some bread though.
Nas kept that
ready.
secret for a long time too.
Nas got bread.
Yeah.
He get blessed it.
Yeah. Well, you remember on first couple episodes we talked about how he invested in that company earning.
Mm-hmm.
He made some money off of that.
Yeah, he's made a couple different investments that's really been
Why
nice for him.
It's a great app.
Uber and a lot of.
Yeah, he invested in that. A lot of people invested in that right there. We have Young Bird. He got a situation. With, it was all beat up, but he also released he released a surveillance video. Some dudes entering.
That she was trying to rob him and stuff.
I know me and you.
Yeah.
We had a little conversation about that earlier this week.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that? And I know you said you had a little history with Young Bird.
You know, man. His name is Ward, man. He like my little brother, actually. You know, I kind of raised that dude. First and foremost, that's not the first time he did something.
Definitely,
to
yeah,
a female.
not the first
time.
time.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I find it kind of hard to believe that he didn't, do what he did just off of his emotional side. Like, 'cause he's not a tough guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that he tries to live up to this image.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened the first time when he first got his deal or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, now, I'm not denying the fact that somebody tried to rob him or whatever. But my thing is, what does she got to do with that?
Right. Why is that the first person
If you got a gun,
retaliate on?
I mean, you got to hold it up, but you got a right to protect your
That's
home.
still not the
right?
first person you retaliate on.
If you got guys running in your house, why you ain't do none of them?
Right. That's the
Yeah.
people
You know,
you
what
retaliate
happened? That's
on.
what my question was.
Right.
What happened to the dudes?
Right.
Yep.
If they are the ones that's trying to rob you, now, okay, cool. Get her arrested then.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a straggler around.
You pistol whipped the girl.
Right.
Like, what happened to the guys though? You ain't do nothing to them.
Right.
And that to me, that's weak to me.
Yeah, that is
You know what
weak.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that
So
is pretty
Yeah.
bogus that he
Her face is
Yeah.
her face is jacked up.
right.
Yeah, but you just definitely not the first time with Young Bird. We'll see what's going on with more of that story right there.
That's
Yeah,
why.
but he,
That's
you
why.
know, he like he comes from a background of like his father's like the CEO over the public school department.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, not the public school department, but the physical education department of the public schools
Okay.
in Chicago.
Okay.
So he kind of was silver spoon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I actually discovered him and got him in first. I was instrumental in his first deal.
Wow.
But
The DMX, right?
the Bloodline record. My 2000. Short, like 10 years old.
Wow.
Mm.
You know, I saw him on 79th where my shop was at. He out there smoking weed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he rolling up like just in the middle of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I stepped to him like, Shorty, what you on, man?
Yeah.
So he like, man, you rap, I rap. So he started rapping. He was cold though.
Yeah.
And my cousin had a studio like not too far from where my shop was at. So I took him through there and, you know, let my cousin hear him and we just started working with him and grooming him and all of that.
Wow.
And, you know, it was other, like, I used to do music and, you know, I still do a little bit, but we all was, like, in a bidding war in New York. You know, this is when Kanye West was still in Chicago. At the time, Kanye had cornrows and braces.
Wow.
He used to wear Timberland boots and long triple fat goose coats and
Yeah.
drive a white Expedition. So that's how long ago it was.
Yeah,
We used to all be in the studio together and going back and forth to New York before he moved to New Jersey. So with that being said, you know, a lot of the labels was catching wind of us.
Yep.
Then his father, Hitmaker's father, used to be called Young Berg, you know that.
Yeah, he making
His
it.
father caught wind of it and saw like the opportunity, you know, and he was kind of trying to get involved with it.
Mm.
You know, but Rough Riders, at the time now her name is Nas Collins. She was the A&R. Everybody in DMX was trying to break off and do his own thing.
Yeah.
And that's how that whole thing happened.
Wow.
Because we was in the studio with them and all that. And,
Wow.
Crazy, yeah.
And
but
that's how it
after
worked
that,
out.
then, you know, he started getting in trouble, and it was just like
Messed everything up
trickle-down
right there.
effect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What happened with tricking them and robbed and beat up and Mano smacked
Main
them
no
and,
yeah.
you because you know he always wanted to be gangster.
Trying to play that tough role.
Yeah,
During that time when with the situation with Trick, he was passing around his chain, taking pictures with it.
He actually came out with he had a diss record at the time when we was pushing him. Bow Wow was coming out.
Oh yeah.
And Bow Wow was the hottest thing. He had a diss record for Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the label do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was bad. Like if that would have made it out,
Yeah.
then you know what I'm saying. If it was a label that would have pushed it, then he definitely could have blew up off of that.
Well, that's when I was like, wow.
Yeah, right.
Love it.
Stolen
Man, that's old right now,
yeah.
right?
Police launched investigation to video teenagers coughing on produce at a grocery store. Also, we had some individuals selling toilet paper,
Hygiene products
for 20
hyped up
times.
prices.
20 times the typical retail price.
Capitalism.
Craigslist, Facebook, similar service.
Yeah, like what is it?
Yeah, there was an investigation. The police did an investigation.
I'm still not really. I'm not
Understanding the toilet paper.
understanding the toilet paper. Like
When somebody do something, everybody stop.
yeah, that's exactly what I think. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay,
World coming to you, you ain't gonna be in the way.
everybody got toilet paper, but not food though.
Right.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
It's kind of like a cause and
Well,
effect.
Well, they buying food too,
They're
man.
not buying
Cause
meat. They're buying all the box food and all
Yeah.
the canned
canned good. They buying all
and
that
all
shit,
the dry
man.
food,
Yeah.
like the beans and the rice and everything.
buying
like
it.
that,
And
all that
nobody is
stuff.
buying like vitamins though.
Yeah,
No. The OTs
They just
and
worried
vitamins
about.
and-
They just
Queen
like
right there.
we're gonna be in the house for a while, so let's
All
get all
junk
the
food.
let's get all the essential things that we need. Well, that's what people eat. So, well, let's get all the essential things that we need.
But why
and
you like?
that's how they
Why
doing
you
it.
just like sabotage everybody's opportunity to get toilet paper?
Right.
Just buying up all the toilet
I
paper.
mean, what about the older people though? Man, I'm
Exactly.
Like, it's we didn't tend to forget that it's still some older people that's can move around and stuff.
Mhm.
Can't just, it just gets to be savage, man.
Yeah, it definitely
After a
is,
while,
man.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's really, and if you had a grandmother or anything like that, when your grandmother started getting frail and she can't move how she used to, you might have to go get something for her, go to the store for her. It's like,
Mhm.
man, it's showing what our country is, man. It's gonna show what our country is. That's what I should say.
Well, to me, we already knew. We're greedy. Greed is number one in America, and that's what we live on.
America
And
doesn't even want to help the homeless.
when things
the
go
homeless
bad,
people.
right? When things go bad, that's what the number one thing gonna be. Fucking thing, and keep saying all the national guard because y'all do the right things. People don't want to. It's a few rows. Why you have to buy 100? Now the next person, now they got to come and ration everything off.
Cigar to Chicago, but I don't think it's for the tissue.
No, it's for grocery stores.
But that's out here.
Yeah, that's what it is out here.
But in
Yeah.
Chicago, they just disperse National Guard out there, and it's definitely not gonna be for the grocery. They put a 5 o'clock curfew.
Yeah, because they have a curfew. They're trying to keep people off the
Yeah,
streets.
so that might
You know what I
be
mean?
what that is.
So,
Yeah,
but the cities, the biggies have been hit the hardest. The big cities. Phoenix, I was thinking is it may come here. You never real bad, like they're getting hit in New York and L.A. and how people very spread out on the top of each other, like in
Right,
those cities are. New York especially,
People
which is getting hit the hardest.
Not even working right now.
No, a lot of people aren't working.
Let's
Man.
do this last story right here. Former governor candidate Andrew Gillum, I think his last name is Gillum, was found in a room with 2 gay escorts. Which one was found overdosed
Oh,
on
yeah, I
meth.
heard about that.
He was
Man.
in a hotel room, South Beach, Friday morning with 2 other men. Paramedics were called to the room after Dyson, the male escort who posts homemade porn movies online, overdosed on crystal meth.
Movie overdosing on crystal, man.
The escort that he was with, overdosed on it. They found about 3 plastic baggies looked in the bed and on the floor. Yeah. they're doing a little investigation with right now.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, that's.
he was
That's the word I was.
We have a compliment for that one.
Man, he would be the end of his career, but we just seen one dude who smoked crack and still became the mayor. So hey, he got caught with. Yeah. So he's still
married.
yeah.
Like, we need him back. Like,
Right.
man, that
Little crack, a little
smoking
hookers, it
on.
don't die. It don't matter.
That's
Right. Yeah, so he's it hurt him more because people not really with all that.
Crystal meth.
Yeah, where you getting that from?
Yeah.
Sunny Slope.
You in the sister social? Y'all ready?
Sister Social. We just gonna go ahead and talk about where people can go ahead and get a few other word like toilet paper and things like that. Tita has come up with a list for us.
Okay,
Yes.
definitely important in these crazy times, man.
So PUSD, which is Prescott Unified School District, is offering children 18 and under pickup meals outside. Just drive up, get a free meal Monday through Friday at Lincoln and High School from 10 to 1.
Okay.
St. Luke's Episcopal Church has food bank on Fridays. I believe from 9 to 12. Prescott SDA Church food bank Thursdays closed today due to wet weather. 2980 Willow Creek Road in Prescott.
Okay.
Other places, Lincoln, the schools, Peoria, Prescott, Phoenix areas. Just basically schools are check all schools. There's a lot of
Actually delivering it to the kids as well. Is that true?
Yeah, some of the schools are having the bus drivers go around and deliver back
Oh, that's
lunches
dope. That's dope.
to the children at the bus stops if they can get to the
the-
bus stops.
Okay.
just just make sure you guys call your food banks and stuff. All schools, YMCA, a lot of food, and especially kids.
Definitely.
A lot of times people think about the kids can't go to school.
Right.
Sadly, a lot of homes are domestically abused.
Mm-hmm.
So these are these were kids' meals.
Right.
Okay.
People don't think about that too.
Also, another, but they have extended to just people come out there and get their taxes filed, and
Mm-hmm.
so they can be able to have some type of income to help them in this time. That may help us and endorse do that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Also, stuff like Walmart, Target, and I think Costco, they're offering senior shopping times
Oh, then they go in early, right?
where they can go in earlier and they get an hour of shopping before anyone else.
Before the crazy people can come in.
Do we know the age limit on that one or no?
I believe it was like 60
60 and up.
60 and up? Okay. We'll make some plans,
And it also is for like
No, yeah.
people who are disabled, have kids with
Right.
disabilities.
Disabilities.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
Also, there's another idea. I want to go out there and get you some water. If you guys in your areas have water dispensers,
Yeah.
you can go out there and get you five gallons for $1 and some change.
That's what I'm
Instead
saying.
of buying a bottle water
Exactly.
from all the shelves and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Get you a 5-gallon jug and go buy you
Fill it up.
fill it up from the water dispensaries there. It's nothing but $1.50 instead of buying bottled water. It's
You're
so-
gonna spend $10 on some bottled water.
right on a whole bunch of plastic. I never understood that. But anyway, yes, do that more often. And
And at the
hey,
end of the day, if it works, you can always
boil your water.
Boil water.
Definitely.
put a little time in it. Good.
I told her the other day too.
Yeah.
Boil water, man. We
You know,
should
go back to your
neighborhood.
roots,
Yeah, I mean, you know, we gonna find a way to survive.
You're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna
You
survive
can't get some
regardless.
water. As long as your faucet not cut off,
Mhm.
it's a way.
And I know one thing the city saying too is do not start flushing these wipes and and piles. You're gonna mess the systems up.
Yeah.
You ain't-
So
you ain't no
the system's
Mr.
gonna
Boo-Boo.
back up and it's gonna be worse for everyone.
Yep.
So better get you a bidet. You know what I'm saying? That's what we about to get one of them bidets, man. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
That's what I'm thinking about, man. I'm gonna get one. Yeah, on the one, man. Yeah, yeah. You can find toilet paper anywhere right now.
Well, you
Online,
know,
anything.
you know, in the East, like in Turkey or in the Muslim countries,
They use
a toilet,
right.
like they have a shower,
Mm-hmm.
it's
And
like
the hole.
hole in the
Yeah.
ground. They have the pull chain to flush.
Mhm.
That's it.
Right.
So traditionally, when you go to the bathroom, you have to ease yourself. You supposed to traditionally take a shower immediately after that, according to the Muslim tradition.
Mm-hmm.
There's no wiping.
That's what I do
toilet.
anyway.
That's
Yeah.
what's up, though. I
You
can
know,
feel that.
it's like get it.
especially-
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
that's what day comes from.
Mm.
That whole mentality.
Miss,
Yeah,
of
just
of
Muhammad said that.
washing. Okay.
splashing or whatever.
Yeah.
Right after.
Mhm.
You know.
Also,
Definitely.
we have desperate need for people to donate blood and stuff. People to volunteer. The help. I know it's crazy and all, but we need all the help we could get.
Definitely.
Also, Amanda Wynn with Garden Hope is also she's doing.
Shout out to Amanda.
She's Antoinette, Cody, Aisha, Nicole, Torres Mora. Others are helping her with Bravo and stuff.
Shout out to the ladies.
They're doing they're people who are in need and stuff. They're needing food, toys and stuff. Like
Okay.
not just that. Their food,
Hygiene bags.
products. Yeah, and then just check your local stores. Don't think about going to Walmart only. Think about, going to like big stores and stuff.
There's a lot of horses out
Corner
there.
stores
Yeah.
and
Mom and pops,
Walgreens,
definitely.
mom and
Well,
pops.
Tita,
Stores,
Right,
man.
the
I
dollar
bet you ain't
store,
talking shit.
99-cent store.
Yeah.
I have a friend that worked at the dollar store. They saying that
Dollar
she's saying that she
General.
was out of there, everything too.
mm-hmm.
So they said they got rushed also. So
Yeah. Tell them a story about the
Belgians.
Okay, we're
Even
not
at the
gonna
store.
get into that.
You ain't gonna talk about it?
No, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Tita got pushed out of the grocery store over a last can of tomato sauce. So
We used
That's why I don't eat canned goods, man.
No, that's for real. Like
Yeah.
she got pushed at the store.
Over some
over
canned
the
goods.
last can.
you was fighting over with somebody or something?
I was just grabbing, trying to grab it. There was, people in front of me trying to grab stuff, next to it.
Okay.
I'm like, you know.
Right.
And ended up eventually, I was worried about pushing in front of me.
Right.
So I got upset. And I saw the biggest can of tuna and I just threw it in her cart.
Oh,
And I
right.
grabbed one and I
You
bounced.
should have threw it at
I'm
our
like,
head.
Right.
I'm gonna lose my cool here.
Right, well, at least you ain't crack over her head. with
Right.
it.
That's what I would have
sure
did. I
what
would have
I'd
cracked
done.
over her head with it.
Right.
She would.
Also, we have one last thing. The state of Arizona now has a 24-hour helpline for seniors who are unable to access groceries.
No.
That phone number is 602-264-4357. Again, that's 602-264-4357.
Yeah,
For
man.
seniors who are unable to access
Yeah,
groceries.
'cause some people, can't go to the stores in the morning. Don't
Right,
have
right.
vehicles,
Yeah, don't have the ability
can't
to.
carry more than a gallon of milk
Yeah.
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the most full right now, so we
Yeah.
would definitely do the most we can
Most
to help
definitely.
out the.
Most definitely. That was it. Was so right
Yeah,
there.
that was all
We
had
want to
today.
definitely shout out our sponsors. www.waywardkid.com, your site for all your entertainment news, sports, and lifestyle.
Trends.
You know what I mean? Wayward Kid Foundation for the kids is also. They have editing programs.
We got Simple Oils over here
Oh,
with
I
all your
don't have my glasses today.
with
y'all.
all your all-day smell goods.
Yeah.
You can visit them at Facebook on Simple
At
Oils
Simple Oils.
for all your
Smell,
Smell
good,
good
needs.
Yep.
and then we also can Miss
Joanne
Joanne
Mohammed.
comment.
Yeah, shout out to her. She's the top donor.
Top dollar.
And then if you would like to, email.com.
Please.
Or hit us up individually, and we'll give you the details and all that.
If you guys know of any areas that you think that need more help, let us know. We could probably help you research, send you information, send you phone numbers, websites and stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. We do have a special co-host in the building.
Mm-hmm.
DanYo hip hop right here. I do have, I know you have some subjects you want to talk about real quick, but I do have one question for you.
You go shoot, man.
Now,
I don't want to get long with
you were in the comedy world.
Yes.
With the right now that you had, I forgot the character. What's the character's name? Caviar. That's what it was.
Well, I know him.
Right. It seems like you 360. Now you missed against the grain. What happened with the character? How come you switch things up?
Well, no, the caviar thing, man. Like my brother is silly. I'm gonna make it short. My mom was a goofball. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she would always joke with which is my cousin, and they would just send things to each other back when you couldn't. There's no internet, none of that. So she gets something in the mail. It might be one of them little rubber turds, you know what I'm saying? But it's in a box. So I just came from people who just. My mom had a very good sense of humor.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Even my dad, didn't know him, but he was a one-liner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my brother Lee, he's like a comedian. What people don't know. I don't know if anybody's ever seen him. He DJs and does different things. He used to do barbecues. He was the first person who opened up barbecues. And so he's a comedian, man, and just growing up around him, it just he's always been silly. You know what I'm saying? And then it just rubbed off, and I just got to the point in life where I was like, you know what? I've done a lot of things. I've come far, man. I want to do everything that I want to do, man. I don't care where it lands, where it drops, wherever it goes. It's like, what is the use of living if you can't just jump out there and do something? You know
Right.
Only thing you're gonna do is end up back where you at. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So and then somebody stole my stuff, so I had to get. I got the exact same wig and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and that's all. But and then I have a new character though. That's y'all ain't ready. Get your depends now. You can't go out nowhere. So get your depend now. But comedy. I'm a musician. That was my thing. But like I said, I just wanted to do something that I always wanted to do. Okay. And then I got my daughter back. And so I was like, once I get my daughter back, man, I'm gonna start doing just different things, just living it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, against the grain, and I used to be like, nah, man, I only been on the internet like 3 years. What people don't know, I never even messed with it because my past life, it's like it's not. Yeah. It's just not even
right.
Because you can find out where everybody live at. You can pop up at a person's door, mess with this internet, man. He's on the doorstep, you know what I mean? That you don't want to see. So, and then when I got on, I'm like, if I get on it, then I'm not gonna sit here and waste time about stuff. I'm gonna talk about the stuff that I learned traveling and being places, you know what I mean, and things that matter. What against the grain is you got all these people with these false narratives, man, and with black excellence and this and that and this. That's not nothing to just sit here and just play with. Until the majority of us see the road and can get on that road, ain't nothing excellent. People are billionaires that'll never even feel what we have to go through every day. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's where the against the grain comes. We can get to a place, but the false narrative. We went slavery. Nobody, in my opinion, nobody forced us into slavery. Somebody convinced us it was okay to go. You can't get no. You 6 foot something. You 6 foot something. You this that. How can you get 6 white boys on a ship to get 300 to force us on a ship, man.
I
mean, we could. I mean, we could. We'll be here all day, but
Right.
I'm not buying
I don't
somebody.
think. I don't think. It was, I don't think. I don't think. I don't think that it was that. What we think slavery was, that it was just some people came into Africa and kidnapped people. I don't think it was that way. I don't see.
I mean, it wasn't just that.
I can't see people. I could me myself. I could never see that some white dudes just around Africa and start picking up people. I that was real. Some people that I just don't.
We
Right.
So to try to put something on my mother's neck, I'd have killed you. I don't care who you are. We're mammals, man. You show me a grandmother, I let me go over and ask a grandbaby up, and that grandmother turned into a killer this second.
Right. My thing was these people were already defeated, though.
But see, that's going so too far from the thing. I don't go too far because we'll be here all day.
Right.
But it's like, as long as what I'm saying is that we trusted someone in our mission that haven't treated their own right.
Right.
And they trying to tell us, that's a record. You know how I know somebody, man? I go sit down with you with your people, man.
Right, right.
If me and you doing business, we gonna eventually gonna sit down, do what we do, but eventually I want to be around you and people, man.
Right.
And the way you treat your people, and I know that's how 9 times out of 10, that's how you gonna treat me.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah, I think that the influx was from amongst ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a level of division between us as a people that caused that. You had some people that were opposed to others, and there was a cooperative of, you had these people that was willing to work with these people that came in, because there's no way like that the European could come in.
No.
And it wasn't, it
was
had to be
division
somebody it had to be somebody that ushered them in. Like
this is another thing. I want to say one thing real.
Go ahead.
Real fast is though, it's that we have to understand too that the color of our skin was not seen the same as Africans saw each other. They saw people from other countries as different cultures. We didn't all see each other as black until we got here. Africa, we are Nigerian, we are South African, we are different. We are different tribes, different places. So for us to sell off someone from a different country and different tribe at that time was not something that was selling off our cousins or brothers. That was a different tribe, a different country. They're not from us. They looked at them as a different race.
Right. No, but it's only one issue. Like, for example, and history more, but that whole narrative of the black thing is ultimately the division among people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because your identity and not knowing who you are as a person, it affects your ability to socialize or to even unite with your own people. And that's why I said the Africans in America who those black people.
Right.
Different.
Definitely.
You see what I'm saying? So the division had to start where everybody looked at each other differently. And there were no the Nigerians over here, the Senegalese over here, the Egyptians over here.
Definitely.
You see what I'm saying? There was more of a generalizing term for the people until modern terms came into play.
Right.
Because Africa is not the original name of the land.
Right.
The Senegalese, that's not their original name. So when you trace it back to farther you go, and I understand what you're saying, because that's where you can say we could be here all day. But the thing I get to is, if we all know who we are, then we don't have to look at the differences in each other.
Definitely.
You know, because that's what's going to bring about who said what or where did this happen. This is what, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's the reason I do hit against the grain, because history repeats itself. I'm 43 years old. I've been hearing the same thing over and over again. Vote, do this, do that. Some people say if you don't vote, the problem. How am I the problem if I don't vote? That's just crazy, and how can you be a part of a game just like right now? This thing right here is for you to succeed in life. Even if this is a hoax, to succeed in life, you have to sit down and shake that person's hand and meet that person that can take you to the next level. Don't nobody grow just on their own.
Definitely.
So as long as we can't literally shake hands, how can I meet the person that I need to meet right now?
Right.
This is life. I gotta be in the right lane, man. And if I ain't in the right lane, if I'm way over here and the chip coming this way, I'm gonna miss it.
I'm gonna say this.
That's one thing that I see that they're trying to get us to separate and segregate. There's so many dynamics to this that I see. One is you want to get rid of currency. I've been from LA to Vegas. Touch your dollar bill. And one thing that I see out of this.
But many countries don't use dollars. We're one of the last countries that use dollars in, man. We're one of the last countries that use
waking up. And you don't hear people talking the same. Before you would hear a white person say, well, we don't know, a person get shot down with his baby in the back of the car. So ain't no see. So ain't no more, I didn't see this and I didn't see that. So if we wake up and as a whole, because now we're seeing this. Now look what you're saying, to give blood. That's what my song Stank is about. If a person has a certain amount of blood, it don't matter if you Muslim, Christian, a baby, white, black, or anything, you can save a life. So it's two things that's gonna happen right now. Either people gonna get serious and try to help each other out of this shit like a tornado or flood. When motherfuckers have a tornado, to have a tornado flood, ain't nobody talking about white, black. They trying to put the sandbags up. They trying to get any little remnants they can from their house. It's like, it's two things that's gonna happen right now. Either we gonna fall apart, it's gonna be chaos, or people gonna come together. And there's one that I have a theory that this is why I don't vote and do none of that. Let them kill each other and do what they gonna do. If they saying they not gonna give up their guns in the military, this got nothing to do with us. This is why we in the position we in, because we keep putting our nose in things that ain't got nothing to do with us. Period, point blank. A white person don't even know a white person, y'all. White is billionaires. And we sitting there talking and listening to this garbage, man. And right now it's about family. Get with your family. We all equal right now. It don't matter how much money you got. If they say you can't go outside at 5 o'clock, you can't go outside at 5 o'clock unless you're a billionaire in a helicopter. So right now, people, it's a wake-up call. People is losing their jobs from big corporate. It's so called. What are we gonna do now? Like really, all that talking and what are we gonna do now? Because if it really gets crazy, we gonna need each other. You know different things, man.
Yeah. We have
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's something where everybody can be able to come together and shove aside the artificial areas that we look at. Still, you know, have this level of knowledge, or you have this level of knowledge, or you feel like this is what you are, this is what you are. Those are things that ultimately provide us as to unite us and gives the opportunity to push those differences aside and, like you say, be humanitarian. Because whatever you know and whatever you about, whatever you call yourself, is to make you a humanitarian so that you can uplift the people.
Definitely.
And liberation and unity of your people, it doesn't matter what you are, because you are identifying yourself as something for the wrong reason.
Right.
But that's the issue, is that we have people have to find a way to keep that aside, because that's what stops the progress that you speak about.
How can we do that with religion and politics? Religion and politics have separated our people. If we gonna talk, I mean, I keep saying the same thing until
Yeah, because that's.
But it has though. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X only in the room one time when they should have been hand to hand. When they out there busting their heads, then Muslims should. And Malcolm said it himself. So I'm saying, if we're talking about us as a people, how can we do it with religion and politics have separated us as people?
I think you have to. One thing that we have to do though, bro, is we have to realize that it's not going to be one path. It's going to be a million people. It's millions of people, and all these people going to have a different pattern, a different way of thinking, and believe them.
Exactly.
So we're going to have to accept what they believe.
Exactly.
And we're going to have to respect what they believe, and we have to realize that different ways of thinking is the way humans are.
Right.
Some people look to religion. Some people look to religion. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in it. But I have all openings for people who do. I don't mind. That's your life.
To oppose somebody for what they believe in is actually against the Constitution of the United States.
Right. That's
you have the freedom to think.
Freedom, believe whatever you want to.
That has to be put
definitely
as far as belief system.
Right.
Cats go to my home and man, that we got jungle, man.
Right.
So we had that type of mentality right here on the street. I'm gonna leave it alone. I think that's what we need to have. What we don't care.
One more thing I wanted to say too. I think it's important too, man. Is you said that you don't think that that vote is important. Now I think that if you don't vote, your voice is not heard. Is in how many people that we can get to vote. If we can't get anyone to say their voice, then we can't make changes. We could put you up as a politician, and you can make changes. We can use your brain as the person. It doesn't matter what level it is. It has to start grassroots, and it grows from there. Change is made first locally, and we see your change, and we follow what you're doing and what you are motivation, and you become the next Malcolm X, and we can follow you and vote you into places that we can't make changes. You can make that change. You can be that voice for that change.
How can we vote for somebody who both been raped us literally on both sides?
What I'm saying is to be in power.
Help me understand. How can we vote? How can we sit here and be Democrat and Republican when these people have literally raped us on both sides?
Well,
George
unfortunately,
Washington had slaves.
Right.
Jackson had slaves.
Definitely. But
So
unfortunately,
how can I?
this time we're in though.
Look like just like me and you that had slaves.
Definitely did.
But that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying as a political party, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to.
We can't hold.
I'm saying just on my. This is how I see it. How can I vote for someone who literally raped me?
Right, I understand. But it's like he said, there were black people in America that owned slaves. There's black people in America that own slaves. There was black families that owned slaves. We can't hold that against just we slave against the whole entire race. We know the people that owned slaves at the times. It's not really getting us anywhere to hold anything against anyone at all. Our mission to me is to move the gains of people. We know how to know. We will repeat the past. We know. We see them where even what they want, who took their jobs. We the enemy still, and who the enemy is still. But do we live our life worried about them? I fucking don't. I live my life worried about my family, my people, and making sure that we can do what Harold's Chicken is doing in amongst our people, instead of worrying about them. They
like Little China has their own community where you can go in and it's just all
China.
them.
They got together and made a community in Mesa.
Yeah.
You know, we need to come together in our communities and have our own.
Everybody's not seen the same way.
No, we're not.
You know, and that's why I said it has to be something that you can, you have to find a way to unite and
Definitely.
let the personal opinions or the personal points of view stand as they are.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And accept it as like you say, as we are all equals. Just find some type of way to move forward.
To move forward as one.
Because we're gonna constantly, open up those wounds of what happened as far as slavery, as far as who did what. It's gonna constantly be some way to look and point the finger and say, this is what they did to us.
Definitely.
But we responsible at this point, even as you said, survival is up to us as a people.
Yeah.
And you said it yourself. So it has to be, but at the same time, you're gonna have people who don't look like me and you, that don't feel that way.
Right.
Of us nationalities that will come in and are willing to assist,
Mm-hmm.
that's willing to give up that business loan to get you started so you can do something for your people.
Most
See what I'm saying?
definitely.
So it is that, and so it doesn't. It's a narrative that's kind of like imbalanced because there's so many different ways to look at it.
Definitely. Y'all.
I think that was more like a perspective right there.
Yeah, we turned into a little. It was a little think tank.
That's Mr. Against the Grain right there.
Yeah, man, I like it.
Yeah. So, you want to get the last segment right here, Mr.
Yeah.
Dip.
That was
Damn Dip.
we talked about a couple things I like talking about. So we got some Phoenix-based construction protective mask out here. So that's a good name. They nation. It's been nationwide protective gear for health. Doctors treating patients and people who have contagious disease. So that's pretty cool. They've got the name of the company. Yeah, that's cool. It's Wilming Construction. I wanted to get him a shot. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And we had delivery food. Phoenix area organizations are teaming up to deliver food to most vulnerable. There'll be several organizations have teamed up to deliver groceries to people who can't leave their homes due to coronavirus. I don't know if she spoke about this, but it was just some people who just teamed up with Esperanza Incorporated and other Valley organizations to help deliver groceries to people. I thought that was pretty dope. And I want to always talk about how Donald Trump is not really helping the situation at all. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of making it worse. You know what I'm saying? He keep talking about.
You don't think he helping?
It's pretty bad. His tone has been wild. You know, it's just been he just seems like you could tell he's under pressure and he's pretty much folding. And I don't know. I think having him as a leader right now is of the country is a situation worse for people because they look at the leaders for help. A lot of these people do. Not us, but them. They look for this dude, and he's, you know what I mean. He's just not giving any confidence to the situation.
He does seem a little scared,
and he seems like he's just not on task at all of what's going on. And I'm looking at Governor Cuomo of New York, and he's been on top of it, man. And watching him, he's been more like a leader of this country than Trump has ever been any day during this. And Cuomo has had way more interesting and valid points and making people feel more at ease of what's going on and what's needed and what people need to do. And I think Trump has been an absolute mess. And I would get out here and get this dude out here. The beds. You've seen China, what they did and how they got beds overnight and how they got mass people into mass production of beds and needs and things that they needed overnight. We haven't done any of those things. New York and all these are on their own right now, doing these things. They keep saying on the way. And these are things I'll be talking about why our healthcare is not government mandated. These private companies don't think they care about this. They don't have things in to make sure they're not prepared at all because they're trying to make a dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we have to think about who now the person who's trying to get healthcare socialized is losing.
Yeah.
And we're trying to keep it in the hand of these private companies. And when we're in need, where are they at? Right. They don't have enough. They don't have enough resources. They don't have enough. They don't. We all she's looking at this needs to change, and why we're all voting for someone who's saying that he's not going to change much.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So that's all the link perspective is. Who Trump? I hope he. I think he's going to lose.
That he's going to win.
I think he's going to lose. I think he gonna lose.
You think he gonna win?
I think he gonna lose Trump.
Oh, you think he gonna lose?
Yeah, I think Trump gonna
I
lose.
personally think that, you know, and I'm not an expert on anything as far as like, you know, pandemics and anything like that, but I feel like all this is a strategy for him to have this "I save the world" mentality.
But he isn't. It isn't working. He's failing miserably, and everything he does is being spotlighted on how horrible that he's running this situation. You know what I mean? I'm not getting this information from myself. This is being written everywhere.
It's plain that you see that, you know,
He's failing. Horrible. It's playing. We've known about this virus since what, December, November, something like that, and we had all the time to start ramping up, getting testing going on, getting hospitals built overnight, and start doing things that China was doing, and we've done none of them. So it's been horrible leadership, and I think this. Everybody keeps saying it's a plan for Trump. It's a plan. He fucking it up. Everything. Everything.
There's also a shortage of healthcare registers.
Yeah, he's supposed to be bringing the naval ships in.
He was supposed to talk ago.
Yesterday, because I think that he didn't, because he calls it, what did he call it? The
Chinese virus.
Chinese virus. So
Right.
I think that he didn't think that it was gonna make it into.
The thing is that it's coming out today that they known that this might have been a problem months ago. That they had a heads up and people gave them a heads up telling them this may be a problem. But he's trying to keep it on the wraps. Don't want people to know.
Compare it to the H1N1 situation,
right.
And how many people were diagnosed
Yeah.
with that. You know,
Amen.
how he's really claiming he got in front of it sooner than he really did.
No.
China supplies 92% of all antibiotics.
Right.
So you burning a bridge with the wrong person.
And he been trying to burn the bridge with them since the beginning.
Now he's trying to mend that bridge again.
Yeah, we need antibiotics.
Yeah.
He ain't been much about the virus. They pissed about that.
Right.
He's putting it on them.
That's
They're not happy about that.
They threatened us when he said that they was like, we're not giving y'all no antibiotics then. If it's the Chinese virus, that's why I'm like, man, this is just keep it on, man.
Yeah. It's gonna,
Clean to your family.
yeah. Stay safe out there, y'all.
Yeah.
Stay safe out
That's
there.
real.
Healthy.
Stay with your family.
Wash your ass, wash your hands.
Yeah.
You took my line, bro.
You really did
From somebody that watch
for the day.
Well, find another one.
How is that a quote? Stay safe out there.
Stay safe
That
out
ain't no
there.
fucking
Good
quote.
day. Stay safe out there, y'all. Come on. Nah, man. Just definitely be with your family. Stay safe.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Yeah, man. It's tough
Stay healthy.
times. Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Stay healthy.
I know.
But that's the
I
news
got-
perspective.
I know I gotta stay healthy. I can't eat gluten no more.
Really? You found that out?
Yeah, he said that in the chat.
What?
you can't eat gluten
Dude, I've been
Can't eat
busy
no more.
this week.
Yeah, he's got a gluten sensitivity.
Yeah, I got a little- Yeah, I can't
I was
have
wondering who was those people. It's you.
Yeah.
Huh? Or bread that's out cold though, but you gotta go buy it quick. 'Cause
Oh no! I can't take no. If I got to go, I got to go. I need my 20 piece.
Right.
I mean, what's our order always? Tita? 20 piece and what?
You didn't tell it on yourself. You know it's you with
Right.
the guys,
I get the 20 piece and the what? 20 shrimp?
In the 20.
20 wings and 20 shrimps.
How?
We just had a bucket and that was enough for us.
Right.
Hey.
It's like a 10-piece. That
Right.
was good enough for the two of us.
2 mild sauces too.
Well, 3 of us ate on that.
Yeah, 3 of us ate on it.
Well, we
See
like
what you're doing to our community with that great chicken? I need to squeeze bottle.
The miniature mouse sauce squeeze bottles.
Ooh,
Gotta
wee.
have it. Gotta have
so you
it.
can buy them, take them home.
You can buy them, take them home.
Yeah.
Come
Man.
back. We give you a refill for half of the price.
Man.
You ready to do?
Yeah,
Get your squeeze bottle, mild sauce.
yeah. So you can
She trying to find her
so
quote.
You can squeeze it on there all you want to on your own. Put as much as you want to on there.
Man, I'm not gonna. I'm done. Chicken on. The chicken's fire. I don't even. I'm sorry to my Chicago fan, but it's fire without it.
Man. man.
You know what I'm
It
saying? If you want
is.
some mild sauce, go ahead, put it on. Just tradition.
Well, we gonna get killed, man. Chicago they gonna fuck us up, man.
Yeah, I was gonna be there. I'll
You
put
know
the
they
mild-
don't play about their
If
mild
I get
sauce,
threats, I'll
man.
put the mild sauce on.
Right.
Sprinkle a little bit of my
Yeah. Man, I thank you for coming, boss. Man, I appreciate
Man,
you.
we appreciate you,
I
man.
told Mike Terrell, man, when you went up to the station, I was like, man, you took my interview, guys.
Man, we've been wanting you here since day one,
Yeah,
man.
and
Yeah.
I actually, what was that, the last time I was coming out before this time?
Uh-huh.
I'm back and forth. So,
Yeah.
and you already had somebody booked, so.
Yeah. We had that time, yeah.
You know,
Perfect timing.
Yeah, as soon as I get
And
out,
yep.
I pull up, man.
Much luck to you, man, and we definitely gonna support you, and we gonna
Appreciate that, man.
make sure.
You'll see us sometime next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you know.
The street's gonna be empty, but we still going early.
Y'all come on. I'm here till probably Monday. Hopefully,
Okay.
I can
Okay.
get a flight back.
Most definitely, most definitely.
If not, I'll be here a little bit longer. But you know, y'all,
Yeah.
y'all, man, you know, come through and you know, we definitely take care of you.
That,
I'm on the day.
Live it every minute nowadays.
do appreciate you, boss, man. Guest Bang.
Right on,
Yeah.
man. Thanks for coming, man.
Might have
We
you-
appreciate you.
Gonna have you come back again, you and Dip.
Yeah, man. Might have you on because I've been thinking about bringing in people for the lean perspective
Yeah,
anyway, man. So
definitely.
people for just for debate,
Yeah.
because y'all not.
I be chilling.
Y'all,
What you
y'all
want
are
me
not
to do?
debaters. I need some
I
debaters
love
to come
all.
in.
I love all perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I like putting it on
You
him.
said, like, everybody has these perspectives.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm saying, like, we have to put the main thing that's separating us and just think.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
for the common
The common denominator,
Yeah, that's what it is.
right.
That's what you
Every
that's
other
what you
race
that's what
has.
you unite under.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
white supremacists and this and that and this, but a white supremacist will hire a regular white
Yeah.
person who don't even believe in what they do or don't even they don't care about none of that, man. They
Yep.
have an agenda. They
Yep.
not saying you think they sweating right now?
Mhm.
They not saying they sweating right now. They didn't build their own community, man.
Yeah.
They got everything they need, man.
Right.
Yeah.
We
And that's the DanYo&Tita podcast. We out.
Holla, holla.
Oh, bye.
we gotta build our own.